So what is up, YouTube? Welcome to Destiny 2. Welcome to Shadow Wolf Gaming. We're live on Twitch right now as we record this, and we are in week 3 of the new season, Season of the Haunted. So yes. So previously on Season of the Haunted, we were helping exorcise the hosts, the ghosts, or the phantoms of Crow, aka Uldren, where we were helping him deal with the traumas of his past of killing Cade and just who he was. So yeah. And so the first week we weren't able to fully exorcise him. The second time around, though, we were able to. And now we turned his phantom into something of the light to help him out. And so he accepted his past traumas and was able to finally come to terms with it, where even though he was a bad person back then, he still had some good qualities that he can learn from, where he is a pretty crack shot, where he is a good, he was actually noble as well. Even though Prince Uldren was a bit of a dick, Prince Uldren was also loved by the people too. And so now Crow is slowly taking up the mantle, and I feel it, that at the end of this season, Crow will become the new Hunter Vanguard. Because back then, during the Forsaken DLC, Uldren and Sov killed Cade. So there's a reason why people didn't like Crow at first, solely because he shares the face of Cade's killer. But now, he is who he is. Oh, let me turn off my voice meter on. Can I get an audio check? So that way, I know if it's too loud or too quiet. And so we just finished doing a lot of extra stuff. We ran a raid on stream, so yeah. If anyone ever wants to learn how to run a raid or anything in the game, let me know. I have actually recorded a lot of footage recently, just kind of going over the story of Destiny, as well as just how the mechanics work. Oh, I'm talking about the game audio. Oh, I want to make sure the game audio is fine. So yeah, so as you can see, now we have the ghost of Uldren Sov. So now the ghost of Uldren Sov is on our side, and now he is our friend. So, to cutscene mode. Boop.
With change comes opportunity. In studying this memory of Uldren Sov, a truer nature of the nightmares is revealed. They are born of darkness, and drawn to it like moths to a flame. Callus is such a fire. Through the Leviathan, Callus's mind reaches down to the lunar pyramid, forging the connection that draws the nightmares to him. And should that connection be severed,
we can stop Callus dead in his tracks before he causes any more damage. Your success with Crow isn't going to go unnoticed. Callus will push back. He may be doing so already. Recently, I've been visited in the Helm and elsewhere by one of the nightmares heirs bound to the crown. We need to push harder. I will be accompanying your next severance mission to weaken Callus's connection to the pyramid. You and I will get this done.
go to the Leviathan and harvest the necessary essence of the nightmares. We must enact the next ritual of severance before it is too late. And Guardian, keep watch over Zavala. As with Crow, the commander may find confronting his past to be the most difficult mission he has ever faced.
Damn. Alright. Bound in sorrow. Eris has returned with a plan to drive Callus out of the lunar pyramid by converting the remaining nightmares bound to the ritual participants into memories. With these powers at her disposal, Eris can permanently sever Callus's connection with the pyramid. Commander Zavala also weighs in with his own experiences. Recently, I've been visited in the Helm and elsewhere by one of the nightmares Eris bound to the crown. We need to push harder, he says, invisibly unnerved. I'll be accompanying your next severance mission to weaken Callus's connection to the pyramid. You and I will get this done. Prepare for the next ritual of severance by returning to Leviathan to capture nightmares. Cool. So yeah, so that's what we have next. Is we're gonna take Commander Zavala with us on there. So let's see. I need SMG kills, easy. Glaive kills, easy. Solar weapon kills, easy. Cabal kills, easy. Alright, I'm just gonna do those 4, because if I do anything extra, it's gonna be a lot for me, and I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many bounties. I tend to do that. Like, I like to grab 8 bounties, stack them all up, and then just run them all through, because it's just easier for me to do that. But in this case, not this time. Okay, what do I got here? So some of the season passes ornaments I want, like the helmet is going to go on my helmet, I think. Yeah, no, like I like this season's this season passes like equipment because it's very much it takes the name Season of the Haunted very well, and you take on the whole personality of the Grim Reaper. So we are here to kill the past essentially, which is a lot of fun, and I like that. I really like that. So, off to the moon. I often take too many bounties and then I fail to do them all. No, I feel you on that. I do the same thing. I myself do the exact same thing. Castellum. Containment. I want to do Nightmare Containment because it's easier if I do that. So yeah, no. So minimally, I do the whole 8 bounty trick because it's easier for me to do 8 bounties at once rather than just like, and then turn them all in. Because like I don't really have enough time to log in over the course of multiple days anymore. Whereas like back then, like during let's say Season of the Warmind, like that season, even though I was working, I was still able to complete bounties on all 3 of my characters, like all my weekly challenges and stuff. So yeah, so I'm not really able to do that anymore. Yeah. What's my opinion on the Containment public event? It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a refreshing take. It's different. And just the fact that, like, it's drop in, drop out. People can come and go as they please, you know? It's not as difficult. It's not as intense, but it's a lot of fun. And honestly, running the scythe, it reminds me of, like, running the old Iron Banner, the old, Rise of Iron Axe. The one that, that now Lord Saladin, also known as Valis Forge, uses. Yeah, it's a better public event, honestly. It's better than what they did with Shadowkeep with the moon one, Sorrow's Harbor. I don't really go there anymore, but like, yeah. Oh wait, you know what? I can use my Osteostriga. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna do that. It's better that I use the Osteo anyways. Sounds like we're starting. I need to level it up, so let's do that. I need to throw this back in the vault so I can have some clear space. I'm just gonna put this one in the vault for now. Oh yeah. Seems like we got some people. Yes, we do. Let's go provide some backup, shall we, Guardians? Yo, Plush, if you want to join me, you're free to do so. Yeah, music might be slightly loud. Okay, cool. I'll fix that in a second. Hold on. What about the gun sounds? Are they too loud or just right? I'd love to, but I'm only on my internship break right now. I'm going to work again in 10 or so minutes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's no problem. Oh, crap.
Pathetic.
That's tasty. I love when I get a multi-kill like that. Guns are fine, I think, but it's hard to tell. Okay. Get wrecked, nerd. I got a prime engram? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, let me see. Let me lower the music volume then. Oh yeah, we are way more than 5.4. I think right there should be fine. Oops. I think I'll just stick with running knives. Why not? Let's see, much better? Alright, cool. Alright, hold on. I gotta change my exotic. I need to put on my Blade Barrage arms. Because, what's it called? Blade Barrage is top tier. There we go. And I have Overload on. So that helps me fight the bosses. So is there any mechanics you'd like me to help run you
Another
through?
nightmare rises.
Hell
But
yes.
this one is stronger. Go
Yeah, this one's
and
stronger.
extinguish it.
He's angry. That's what it is. Oh, please give me some. Okay. The only thing that's the downside of the Osteostriga is just like it is very inaccurate. Come on. Did anyone get the other one? No? Oh, wait. Oh. Yes. Well, I've yet to go through the raids and duality dungeons. Okay, yeah. I mean, I could teach you... Or, I haven't gone through duality yet, but I can teach you any raid. Raids are easy. Raids are fun. It's just the issue of finding a team. So, like, the ones I was running with earlier, like, they're down to run it too. And they're always looking for a sixth. My clan is also very active. It's just, like, my schedule is, like, I'm nocturnal, so I don't really get a chance to play with my clan anymore. But I'm still sticking with Hardwired Humanity because they're a lot of fun, and they're really good people.
Screaming,
So, yeah.
and they will
Let's see,
fall
what
the
patrols do we
same.
have in the area? There's a kill everything. Maybe I have to go... Okay, yeah. Duality is a lot of fun, though, from what I've heard. It's a challenge,
This
though. It's very
nightmare
challenging.
relives the trauma of a guardian long since dead. Only violence will bring it the catharsis it yearns for.
Dead. I got it. Let's see. Right now I'm doing it with a friend, so all dungeons are I'm doing 2 people instead of the 3-man. Okay. Fair enough. Eris, why you gotta be creepy like that? There we go. I leveled up.
My Leviathan will not so easily bend to your will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh. I love it whenever I get a nice squad wipe like that. And 2-man raids are hard. Well, yeah, because raids are meant for 6 people, that's why, so, that's why. There's a lot of mechanics you need, so that way you can run it. So yeah, 2-manning dungeons are decently challenging. That third player really helps out, honestly. Okay, who's he doing? Grave Robber. Nice. So yeah. So even though I'm recording the gameplay again, and like it does seem decently redundant,
Drawn out a
it's still
powerful
like
nightmare.
it's still kind of a part of the story
See
where I
that
can
it
like
is destroyed.
chat with you guys and just talk about a lot of the mechanics of the game and just how it works. And I enjoy doing that. Where it's just like the combat is pretty mindless. Like as you can see, I'm doing this without really looking at the screen. Everyone's like, so when it comes to it, in terms of the combat with PvP content, you don't really need to pay too much attention. In reality, the only part you gotta pay attention for is just knowing your story and just being aware of your surroundings. That's really it. Let's see, in a week or so I can hand in my internship, so after that I'll be able to play throughout the week. So, hell yeah, that's what's up. Alright, part 3. Let's see. Only PvE combat you need to pay attention to is Master and Grandmaster. Exactly. Exactly. Especially since those really depend on your light level. Whereas this one, this will auto boost you. If you run through Legendary Campaign, it's going to either buff you or debuff you. It's going to lock you to wherever you're at. So you'll always be 10 under, so it doesn't matter. You know. Go figure. Oh shit. Oh, it's Navota. Ah, okay, okay. Hell yeah. So for those of you that who don't know who Navota is the daughter of Oryx, I believe, if I remember correctly. So those of you who don't know who Oryx is, he is the son of the Taken King. No, sorry. Crota is the son of Oryx. Let's see. Oh, what the? Why did my chat reset? Hold on a minute. There we go. I just got a whole welcome to the chat room thing. That's weird. Guys, we got a dunk. So yeah. So Oryx is one of the Hive gods, or like one of the 3 Hive royalties. So there's Savathun, Sivu Arath, and Oryx. Oryx is dead, and now Savathun technically is dead, but not entirely. It's a whole process that you've got to experience to know what we're talking about here. Is my stream still going? I hope my stream's still going. That's okay. So yeah. Wow, half my knives missed. I hate to see it. Let's see. There we go. And she's ready. Successfully defeated Kill.
In order to disperse this nightmare, we must find an offering to satiate its imprinted desire. I believe I have identified something that may serve our purposes.
Eris, what's the status on the Leviathan?
Lord Saladin, we have made some progress in combating the nightmares, but more remains to be done. Zavala can elaborate if you so desire.
I would rather not trouble him. The Cabal fleet will maintain its position around the Leviathan.
As you wish.
Yeah, the music is really good. Alright, so we're gonna abandon this patrol, and then we're gonna go right into the new Sever mission. So yeah. So that's where I'm going to go back into things. So now we got Grief. Base regen health is reduced. If you're near another player, health regen is increased. Well, guess I'll die. I'm soloing this, so it's okay. So yeah, we're gonna go into cutscene mode, just so that we can get the story in. All right. I will be muted for the entirety of running through the mission, just so we can be a little bit more immersed that way. Okay. I hope that's okay with you guys. It's just how I want to run this, so that way you guys can get the experience, especially with first-person shooters. Even though it's technically mindless, there's a lot of story to it, and I want you guys to experience that. And I do my best to make the atmosphere feel the way it is. So yeah. But it's cool that we're starting to like hear a lot of dialogue in the game about like how Lord Saladin is now part of the Cabal forces too, and like it's really showing the alliance between the two. So yeah. All right, to cutscene mode, or well, yeah, and yeah, the music is really, really good.
The second severance is at hand. We proceed as you wish, Commander. But whatever you hear, you must press forward.
Understood. Thank you, Eris.
Set your amplifiers. Sever Callus's connection. And tread carefully.
I see your new protege, Zavala. I wonder, have you told them what became of the last warrior you trained?
Amplifier online. I'm detecting the commanders as well. As we learned with Crow, these devices will help. But our success hinges on resolving Zavala's inner demons.
Guardian, how can you trust Zavala when you keep secret the life he led before the city? I knew him before he was your commander, when he was young and boastful. We used to sit together, listening to the cicadas. He listens to them sometimes still.
They remind me of what I lost.
Focus, Zavala.
I am.
Why do you leave our names unspoken? Do the memories of that time pain you so much?
Security lockdown lifted across all nearby bulkheads. You are clear to proceed.
Fire team, come in.
We are with you.
I was ambushed by scorn and horror I couldn't bring down. I couldn't reach you.
He is shaken. Zavala, tell them you are afraid. Confide in them. Why hide your feelings?
It doesn't matter how I feel.
That is why you will fail. You put your duty before your heart.
The phantoms trapped in this fetid hull sustain something that is growing. Zavala's nightmare is a part of it, but each amplifier further isolates her presence from Callus's hold.
Stay with me a little longer. Life moved on around us, but we can wait here for a moment.
You chose to move when you could have stayed.
Safi,
Don't. You have made your choice.
Go on ahead. I'll find my own way. Final amplifier set. I must be seeing things. The Scorn are wearing... Impossible. The House of Devils is gone.
Your eyes deceive you. Don't be fooled. You've reached the Severance site, Commander. The Guardian is closing on your position.
The brave Zavala holds his offering in clenched fingers. Afraid to lose the pain he has kept close for so long.
It's all I have left.
You hoard our memory like a starving animal hoards bones, and call that reverence.
I mourned. I begged for your forgiveness. What more can I do?
Speak our names. Release us.
Guardian.
You said you mourned our deaths, Zavala. Stood at our graves, cried out in prayer to your traveler.
For a long time.
What good did it do? No ghosts found us. Instead, the traveler gave the light to your enemies.
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. That abandoner deserves your duty more than me, more than our son. It is why you left us both to die alone.
Don't use him like that. I chose you. I tried to give it away.
You killed him, as much as the Fallen did. You wove your gallantry into his bones. My son's killers should meet.
blade manifests from the Harvester.
She's slipping away from me.
Strength, Zavala. See through your guilt. A dreadful blade manifests from the Harvester. Carries blame. We cannot proceed until he finds forgiveness.
Forgiveness? You share meals with fallen behind your walls after what they took. This new life dishonors your old one. It dishonors your son.
Hakim.
Your true family wouldn't torment you. This is your grief, Zavala.
My husband is not a liar, and I am speaking his words. He knows what he is.
A hollow man leading others to die. For a silent god.
Enough. Guardian, bring the commander back before any more damage is done.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a very... I'm at a loss of words right now, honestly. Just... they finally put what I've been saying into words for so long. Like, Zavala as the commander, what he's been through, everyone says Zavala is weak as a commander, and that he's like, that Zavala didn't do anything when Cade died, that he didn't do anything when, like, it was time to fight, you know? No. Zavala's been standing strong. He's been holding face for the longest time. Everyone thinks Zavala is like such an emotionless brick. He's not. And this proves it. Just that he's lost everything, but he stands firm, and honestly that is something I can relate to. It's... oh damn. Just damn. Like, this season is gonna cut deep. That's all I'm gonna say, and just... I really hope players are ready for that, and like, I hope they understand that. Like, this is more of what games can do now as a storytelling medium. So I'm really glad the writing team is going over stuff like this. I'm just going to write out the timer so we can kind of just explore the area, and I can talk about the environment we just went through. Because before we were at, like, we used to do, so with Crow's story, we went to the Castellum, where we went through the Gauntlet. Here, I don't remember going to this part of the ship, but we went through Conduit. Conduit was one of the main connecting points throughout the Leviathan ship. Zavala needs to stand strong, because if he isn't strong, Guardians would lose faith. Exactly. Like, Zavala is the commander of the Titans. The Titans. You know, the ones who stand on the wall. Your Guardians, your Knights in shining armor. If he breaks, that wall is going to break too. He's been holding in all of this. Not for just years, not the years that we've just been playing the game, but for centuries. Centuries. Like, do you know how long that is? Don't forget, we Guardians are immortal. We are immortal. So, even though he might have had time to process it, he still holds on to it. Imagine holding... okay, as a great example, imagine holding on to a breakup that you had back in high school for over 1,000 years. Do you think, like, in 1,000 years you remember anything as mundane as, like, a test you took or something like that? Hell no. But in reality, that is basically what happened. So, like, now we gotta go talk to him. Damn. I don't have my ears right now to do like a head flop thing, but just... oh. That's something crazy that the nightmares would show you, is like that piece of you, that history of you. That hurts. That really hurts, honestly. And so just being able to see that, like, to be confronted by your history like that, that's not easy. And it's painful. Especially when you put the blame on yourself and that you feel like you're turning back on what you vowed to stand up against. So like back during season of season of the Splicer, when we were first teaming up with the Elixni, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Now we get allies with the Elixni, because like I'm not gonna say the Fallen, because the Fallen are the enemies. The Fallens are the ones who are trying to kill us, who are the raiders and all of that. The Elixni people, they're just refugees. They are alien refugees, and they came to us, and they want to help us. And like that's been going around since before, back during I want to say Season of the Drifter or like Black Armory, when we got to meet Mithrax for the first time. So to finally have that chance to team up with them, but it also kind of stands against what we as Guardians have been going for. You know, we fought their people for millennia, and they've killed our people, and back and forth. So Zavala's lost family, it's just as much of a heartbreaking thing to go through, and to see that the face of what was once an enemy is now you're now breaking bread with them. That's insane. It's something you don't see in a normal story. Yes, Commander Zavala.
A hollow man, leading others to die. For a silent god. Is that what I've become? Have the years whittled away my nerve? I was convinced that seeing her might make things easier. That her absence cuts deeper than her presence. But they are equally sharp. Sophia. She wants me to speak her name, to confide my feelings in you. What good does it do? Go and see Eris. I'll tell her you're coming. She'll know what to say.
A hollow man, leading others to die for a silent god. Zavala's failure to complete the ritual of severance has shaken him to the core of his faith. The nightmare haunts him. Sophia is unknown to the Vanguard, yet has great power over his heart. She wants you to speak her name. She wants me to speak her name, to confide my feelings in you. What good does it do? Go and see Eris. I'll tell her you're coming. She'll know what to say.
Don't let it go to waste.
So yeah, while we're in this transitional state, like whatever.
Let's
so
get to work.
This is something that I personally would like to say, because I understand what Zavala is going through, and just going
must defend the
through
light,
a loss, and just
even if it won't defend us.
having that haunt you in your heart. Don't carry it so much. You don't have to carry it by yourself. Whatever weight you bear, you don't have to carry it alone. You don't. And just, the more you tell a story, the easier it becomes to tell it. The more you relive it, the more you understand it. And so, I personally used to have something similar of a pain like that I would tell over and over. It still stings to think about, but I've come to terms with it, and now I'm here. Now I'm able to tell you guys stories of just the pieces of me that I thought I lost a long time ago and that I didn't want to tell. And it's because of that we're able to do all this. But we're going back to cutscene mode.
Zavala will not speak to you of his regrets. But I will not let him bear them alone. Here, listen closely. Whispers and confessions as I have heard them. He would tell it differently. But memory clings so loosely to the truth. I will share what I know. Before the Vanguard, before the city, there was a woman. Her name was Sophia, and she was a surgeon. She came to Lord Saladin's gates, offering her skills in exchange for shelter. Zavala was his protege then. He had been taught his purpose, and he followed it without question. She maddened him. He infuriated her. But respect grew to admiration, and admiration to love. Does it surprise you that Zavala loved? She was meticulous and gentle, strong-willed, stubborn, fearless. It began with an infant, orphaned in a fallen raid. Saladin had taught Zavala duty, war, and the light. But Sophia showed him that he was more than an instrument of violence. She had one life, and she would share it with him. They called the boy Hakim. And he called Zavala father. In his joy, Zavala thought to abandon the light, as he had abandoned Saladin's ways. That joy ended as it began, with their son. When Hakim followed his father into battle, Zavala could not protect him, and Sophia could not save him. Hakim died in his mother's arms. Zavala wanted her forgiveness, but she knew there was nothing to forgive. And that giving up the light would be no absolution for him. They returned to the lives they once led. She found love again. She had a daughter. And when Sophia passed, he asked her to forgive him. Through each generation, he mourned. He asked for their forgiveness. And still, he has not found it.
Fuck. I'm trying so hard not to cry. Like, I did not think Zavala's story was like that. Because in the trailers in Destiny, they always showed Zavala as like the one on the wall, the stoic hero, you know. Especially when they went through Zavala's story in one of the in one of the Destiny 2 trailers. I was like, who Zavala was. I recognized some of his outfits there. So seeing that era of Zavala is just, it's something different in its entirety. So, yeah. Fuck. The only way to get past that kind of grief is to forgive yourself of what happened. And that in itself is a task and a half.
Zavala's wounds run deeper than he allows us to see. The lengths he has gone to cut himself off from his heart is familiar. It is through accepting what we cannot change where we find the strength to move forward. We grieve, we move, and we grow. Zavala only knows grief. But perhaps there is hope in others, in the council of friends and family. There is no running from his truth any longer. The past is laid bare, and so too the commander's heart. Resume your patrols aboard the Leviathan, Guardian, and I will see what can be done elsewhere.
Zavala's wounds run deeper than he allows us to see, Eris says. She understands his pain and his unwillingness to reach out to others to help. But in that same respect, she knows that he must in order to move beyond the past that haunts him. Zavala only knows grief. Perhaps there's hope in others, in the council of friends and family. There's no running away from his truth any longer, Eris adds, knowing that such change takes time. Return to the Leviathan and help contain the growing nightmare. So I gotta wait till next week, but with that. We also have one extra thing, so let's check this out.
Hey, Commander. How you holding up?
I've been better. Sounds like you have too.
Yeah. Pretty tore up inside. Any little thing sets me off. Might have said some hurtful stuff to somebody who didn't deserve it.
We've all been at our worst. When we're hurt, when we're afraid, we all fall apart.
Feels like I'm held together by duct tape and spit lately.
The last few weeks have opened up some old wounds. Reminded me of important people I've lost. My wife, my son.
Yeah. I know that kind of hurt. Other way around, though. I still think about my folks, but I can't really remember their voices anymore.
I can't remember Hakeem's voice either. I try so hard.
You wanna tell me about him? Your wife?
Someday. Not today. Not yet.
Want some company down in your office anyway? We don't have to talk. Maybe we just sit.
I'd like that. Thank you, Amanda.
Ain't nothing. It's what family does.
That's why I really love Amanda. She's very, her heart is very homely, and I like that. Like, she has a fire in her heart, and that's something beautiful. Shit. Oh fuck. This is equally heavy on me too. So yeah. But yeah. I have theory that maybe Amanda's actually like Sophia's great, generationally great grandchild. I have a feeling that may be how the story is going, and that's why Zavala and Amanda are so close, especially with how in the trailer again for Destiny 2, when they built the first part of the wall, that after they finished building the wall, baby Amanda was there at Zavala's, like, basically holding on to Zavala. So that could be how and why Zavala holds on to Amanda so fondly, and that, like, that's why Amanda came into the battle during when we had to save the Elixni Quarter. So that could be part of it, and that'd be really cool to see, honestly. I really would like that. I would really like that if that was part of the story and part of the theories, but that's something we'll have to speculate on another day. I just wish I could give everyone in Destiny a hug right now. Just, like, give Crow a big ass hug. Give Zavala a big hug, because he needs it. Yeah. Especially after hanging out in VR chat for so long, especially with where I've been and the people I've been talking to, just getting to hear their stories, their life stories, their pains, their griefs, their goals, their dreams, all of it. Getting to hear that and then tell my own also, it's a lot. And just to finally get that piece of something out there, to have that emotional connection with someone, and to finally be able to release all of that. That's something beautiful. It's different for sure, but I'm glad that that's where things are at right now in this game and VR chat for me. So yeah, I think that's all I have enough time for, and I guess capacity and strength to handle in terms of it, because that is just a lot to deal with, and I don't think I can handle going through a little bit more of that right now, at least. So with that, let's see. So I'm gonna wrap up the YouTube portion of the stream right here. Oh my god. So when this does go to YouTube, as always, make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever I post new videos on up. And when on the Twitch side, if you're new here, please do make sure to follow. That helps us out. And if you can, please subscribe to the channel. That helps keeps the lights on and gets us all the games that we play. And right now, this month, we are doing a charity event for the Trevor Project to help out our LGBT youth, to provide them counseling, resources, and more. So please check out the link. Use !help donate, and that is the link to our not GoFundMe, our page, as we are working with Poorly Timed Games, the ones who made this new game called Grim Tranquility. And so we're going to be working with them all month long to raise money for the Trevor Project. So yeah, so if you can, please do come through and help out, alright? And so I'm going to end the YouTube portion right here. Thank you again for watching. Actually, I'm just going to write out the last 30 seconds so it's an even hour. That way when I upload it, it's just a purely raw upload. So yeah, and I'm going to be uploading the other videos too tonight, so that's where I'm going to be at. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you all for watching. For now, this is Tech from Shadow Wolf Gaming. So yeah, and if you see me in VR, don't be afraid to say hi. Don't be afraid to give me a hug. I'll always give a big warm hug back, okay?